been a great spring. We lost one guy, Chris Wiseman. That's always the first thing I think of when you get to the end point of a deal like this, but the kids have committed. They made a great commitment to get better. I see a huge change in our offensive line. I think our running backs have brought a real toughness to our offensive game. We took a lot of sacks. We took a lot of blitzing today against a play-action pass. We didn't drop back, and we're trying to run our offense, and if we're going to run some of the things that we're running, you're going to need some play-action passing, and that, of course, isn't built for a blitzing defense. So we didn't scheme much, but when we had the right guys on the field, they moved the ball, and when on defense, I thought when the right guys were on the field, they stoned the other things. So the goods, I think, won the game today, the first team offense and the first team defense, and that's the way it should be. To me, the difference is up front. And I think a year ago, quarterback always gets too much credit or too much blame in any deal. We weren't good enough up front on offense a year ago. And you see, if you give Josh some time in a running game, what he can do. He can run the ball himself. I think he ran for a couple touchdowns today. So that's, I think, a plus. And I think when I always said we needed birthdays, I think you can see what I mean. Defensively, I think our goods, our ones, we get it done when they're on the field. Our depth isn't what it needs to be yet. We don't have a lot of depth. And by that I mean we don't have enough guys in the mix. But we'll work on it, and that's why I encourage some of our younger players to really just keep coming, keep working hard and stay committed. And somebody taking oxygen on the benchers at the water bucket when they're supposed to be on punt and cover, that can't happen. Little things like that hurt you. And we had three, our discipline last year was just horrible. And we've gone all spring in 2 scrimmages without a pre-snap penalty, and today we have 3 of them, so that can't happen. So there are little things that we need to work on, and then there are things where we need some help from people. We have 34 guys that will join this team in the fall, and maybe 5 or 10 can help us, and the rest will have to be with the guys you saw today.
Can we expect to see that many guys carrying the ball during the season?
Well, I always like to get, your bread and butter guy. But when we have some stuff in our offense now that's a 2-back set, and either one of them can get the ball, and so I think there'll be more carries, and probably 3. You got to see that the 2 freshman kids are short yardage guys, that if there's not something there, they go and get you one for sure. We couldn't do that a year ago. Jasper gives you that breakaway threat. He's probably the fastest guy in the team, and Herb's a senior. He's a good hider. He's been a good hider ever since I got here, and he's patient. We're running inside zone, which is his play. We didn't run it a year ago, so he's patient, gets behind that big line, and then all of a sudden something opens, and he put a 30-yard run on there late in this, and that was behind our first offensive line that were sustaining their blocks long enough for him to get a peek. So the answer is, I think, yeah, we'll probably use 4 guys. Some.
That's huge, especially on 3rd down. Anytime you get a chance to get off the field, it's got to happen. You got to have a good ratio. You got to get off that field.
I mean, is there anything specifically the defense wanted to improve on from last year that you think you have so far?
I think it's just making our plays consistently. I think last year we showed a lot of spurts of a lot of greatness, but like I said, consistency is what wins games in this conference, in this league. So I think that's something we're hugely improving on. And look forward to improving on over the summer.
Yeah. It's always nice to get the offense guys, man, because we're always talking every day. But that's the only people we see in spring, so it's definitely nice to get the frustrated.
In a situation like this where you can actually go out there and have more of a game atmosphere, was that nice to kind of close spring like this?
Yes, sir, it really was. You get the jitters, you get a little nervous, so you feel like it's a game. So definitely have some fans here and the music, game jerseys. So it's different when you put the game jerseys on. So definitely a good time.
Did you see some fight out there today?
Yeah, I mean, it was very competitive. I mean, even up a notch from our scrimmages, which is great to see. We love to see that competitive nature come out and everything. It's real good to see.
Offense certainly started strong, and defense kind of caught up with you a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, they threw some stuff at us. They threw some good blitzes, and that's off to coaches for calling that, and defense for executing. But we got to pick up some things. We'll go from there.
We were asking Steve Paulson about the fact that I know those are your teammates across the line, but I asked him if it was nice to kind of see a little frustration from the offense. And on your guys' side, was it nice to see you beat your defensive teammates a little bit?
Yeah, I mean that's always good to see. Competition's on the field and we get off, we're all the best opponents. So, but I know we like to get after each other. It's football. It doesn't matter if we know them or not.
Did you feel a little, things are going a little better for you personally out there?
Yeah, I think things are slowing down. Just reps are crucial. I've gotten more and more and more, and I'm going to take that into the next round, and that's going to help me every single day.
Get some productive carries and things.
It was good, yeah. It's been a while. Been waiting in line for that to happen, so it was good. It's nice, I like it.
Coach talked about the fact that you can hide behind the line a little bit and make some nice blocks.
Yeah, that's what I kind of do. We have a pretty big line, so that's, I kind of like utilize that when I run. Just kind of hide behind there and make a cut when I see that they're, they contain this way, so I just cut off them.
I mean, as a senior, you've been waiting a while, but do you feel like you can make an impact, on the fall?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think that we have a great running back group. We have, 4 in the rotation. That's 2 freshmen that are outstanding, and Jasper, he's like one of our leaders. So we kind of just look up to him, and we kind of just follow the lead. He has like, it's just good to like have a mentor like that, and kind of just all feed off each other.